The Man Who Vanished in Plain Sight, the true story of Ted Conrad. Every great heist story begins with a daring plan, but this one ended with a man who didn't just escape the law, he escaped himself. This is the true story of Theodore John Conrad, the young bank teller who stole $215,000 in 1969 and lived a new life for 51 years, hiding in plain sight. Based on true events, verified by the U.S. Marshals Service.
Good morning, this is Mr. Thompson's
In
office.
summer
How may I assist you today?
1969, Ted Conrad, a 20-year-old teller in Society National Bank, counted cash behind a glass window. Polite, reliable, quiet. The kind of man you trusted with money. But Ted wasn't just watching the numbers. He was watching the system, and how easy it might be to beat it. That same year, Ted became obsessed with a new movie, The Thomas Crown Affair. Steve McQueen, a rich man who robs a bank for the thrill. Ted told his friends, "I could do that." They laughed. He didn't. To them, it was fantasy. To him, it was preparation. July 11th, 1969. Ted arrives for work, just another summer day. As the bank closes, he fills a brown paper bag, not with lunch, but with cash. $215,000. No gun, no mask, no drama. He simply walks out. By Monday morning, the vault was light, and Ted Conrad was gone. The FBI, the U.S. Marshals, nationwide bulletins. They checked airports, borders, every lead. But the trail went cold. Ted Conrad had vanished into thin air. Years passed. Files gathered dust. But the legend remained. The boy who walked out with the money and never looked back. Meanwhile, in Massachusetts, a man named Thomas Randele appeared. He sold cars, played golf, married, raised a daughter. The perfect neighbor. Kind, honest, reliable. Nobody questioned where he came from, because nothing about him seemed suspicious. For 51 years, Thomas Randele lived an ordinary, quiet life, and no one knew he was really Ted Conrad. In 2021, Thomas Randele grew ill, lung cancer. As the end drew near, his secret began to surface. Old documents, signatures, stories that didn't align. After his death, his family pieced it together. Their husband, their father. The man they loved was one of America's most wanted fugitives. November 2021, the U.S. Marshals made the announcement. Handwriting matched. Social Security records aligned. The case solved after 52 years. The friendly car salesman in suburban Boston was the man who robbed the Cleveland Bank in 1969. Not hiding in the shadows, but living in plain sight. Ted Conrad's story doesn't end with handcuffs. It ends with a question. Was he a criminal who escaped justice, or a boy who made one terrible mistake and spent the rest of his life trying to live right? He stole money once, but never again. He raised a family, paid his taxes, lived quietly as a better man. Maybe his real escape wasn't from the law, but from the version of himself who once believed he needed to run. On a Friday in 1969, a 20-year-old bank teller walked out with $215,000. He lived free, died free, and for 51 years hid in the one place no one ever thought to look, right next door. The perfect crime isn't about how you disappear. It's about who you become.